Hello everyone, this is Stock Zero giving you the information about NAT stock or Nordic American Tankers oil stock. Now we're going to go ahead and look at sort of the basis of the company, what they're doing right now, and why it's fallen over the couple of days. So at the moment we want to see where it's trading, which is a little bit above $5, right now 5.50 around that area, which is obviously off the highs it was a couple days ago. Now, in terms of my position in the stock, I have a little bit over 10K in it, right? So it's a little bit disheartening to see it fall and fall and fall, but I'm still very bullish on the stock. So let's go and jump into the recording with the interview with Jim Cramer and the CEO. So it's very important that we look at this interview because this is the most up-to-date information that we got on what's going on with the company, right? So some background information here. The CEO himself went on to say that they're charging $70,000 for these oil tankers to be lended out to these big companies. Now, even furthermore, is that these companies have to sign on a 6-month contract. Now, that's no short amount of time. That is 6 months of paying 70K each day. And so we do a little bit simple math. Let's say for one of their Suezmaxes, if they are getting that for, let's say, a month, let's say 28 days, they're coming out to be almost $2 million for one of those tankers. Now, keep in mind, they have about 23 Suezmaxes according to their annual report. But if you look at other sources of news, they report that they have about 26. So we're going to have to see where exactly these are at once their earnings report comes out for Q1. Now, one of the big things is that they have big players as sort of these partners, right? Or I should say as their customers. They have ExxonMobil, Shell, British Petroleum, right? People that are very big in the oil industry are coming to this company for their business. So that says a lot about sort of the trust this company has with these other, or the relationship this company has with these bigger oil companies. Now let's look at the market at the moment, right? What's going on with NAT considering that's fallen over these past couple days? Well, if we take a quick look at the market, as many of you know, the market has been rebounding overall since it bottomed out a couple of weeks ago. Now, this is a bit unusual considering that we still have the current situation going around and affecting people. But people are really valuing that this stock is going to, or not the stock market as a whole, is going to continue to go up and up once the economy reopens. Now, I don't want to be a skeptic, but I'm not exactly optimistic about things going back to normal, whether we open up a little bit or we have to close down again. Specifically because if we look at the charts, we are flatlining in terms of the current situation. However, we don't know whether or not things are going to stay like that, right? What if reopening it causes more of an outbreak? Then everyone's going to have to go back and shut in again, or only a couple businesses are going to remain open. In that situation, it's a little bit worrisome for the overall stock market. However, this may be an opportunity for NAT stock as tanker oil, or I should say oil companies are going to still have to look for places to keep their oil if they don't have enough room. But honestly, we're not going to really be able to know until we look at Q1 and Q2. Q1 is going to have a little bit of what NAT is starting to get from the situation in terms of how much they're making, but Q2 is really going to be when everything kind of takes off. We'll see the fullest extent of how much NAT has gained over the situation, as well as we'll see how it affects the overall market, which I'm predicting it's going to affect them negatively considering that unemployment's going up, businesses aren't really open, so maybe other investors are going to flood to businesses that are profiting over the current environment, have high dividends like NAT, and so on. But as a reminder, do your own research. This is just my opinion. That's very important. And of course, if you like this short 5-minute sort of informative video, go ahead and leave me a comment if you're thinking about buying it, and I will see you all next time.